Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Why did she?
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore, but a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother? Precisely. Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. It took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a
Power.
sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Interesting. Very interesting. I'll take that. Nice. Drink from the jewel tree brings the same benefits. Strength permanently increased by 2. Cool. I feel like I have to add these on unless they are on there permanently. Yeah, interesting to hear that about Freya and Odin, although I feel like the stories might be hashed around depending on where you hear your sources from.
What is this place?
Could it be? The Eight Thrones.
Stop being coy-head. Do you know this place or not?
I'm Mimir, the smartest man alive. I know many things.
Well, whatever this place is, it looks important.
To who? There is little of value here.
I don't know. Map got updated though. It's not like I can actually do anything here. It's interesting though. I feel like this has to have a meaning or something behind it.
Mimir, there was a shrine about a giant lady with lots of books and visions.
Ah, that would be Groa, the Knowledge Keeper. She was a gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy, that she might find her lost husband, Aurvandil. But it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any before or since, who witnessed Ragnarok, the end and the beginning. When Odin caught word of her ultimate prophecy, he maneuvered to obtain her knowledge and hoard it for himself. Groa knew Odin as a long-time patron of her services, and so she welcomed him into her library as a friend. What she did not know is that Odin himself was behind her husband's disappearance, having used his enchantments to conceal his death at Thor's hands from her sight. Smiling, jealous Odin took her by the throat, and with his very hands he stole her library and her life for his own.
I always knew Odin was bad, but that's just...
Ruthless, barbaric, heartless? That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty. And so...
Reflect longer.
It's an interesting story though. Like, people talk about Loki being the trickster god, but then you think about it. It's really down to Odin's thirst for knowledge that blinded him to what he'd caused all that time, all the hate that he manifested from gaining knowledge, and knowledge from the seer that, you know, he would be dying at the hands of Fenrir, basically, at Ragnarok, basically. What no one told him was that because of his hatred for Fenrir and, like, for his first knowledge, that was the reason for why he would like fall at the hands of him, basically. Well, I say hands, I should say paws.
Ed, you are full of stories. When will you tell one that entertains?
I beg your pardon?
He just insulted you.
Yeah, I got that. So you want a corker, do you? Very well, my brothers. I'll tell you the story of Hrungnir, the brawler. The
Go on.
real story.
There was a huge battle, right? His shrine had him in the middle, fighting off Aesir.
A pretty story, but no. Hrungnir, you see, was born with neither head nor heart. So the giants had to complete him with stone. He was strong, to be sure, but also a perfect simpleton. Odin met him wandering in Midgard one day. Found him so amusing, so harmless, so gullible, that he invites him back to his palace in Asgard.
Right.
There he gives Hrungnir his fill of mead, and goads him into all manner of boasts and antics, all for the amusement of the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim. Then Thor shows up. And does he laugh? Oh no.
Oh no.
Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon and brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day. Thor is so startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter echo through the palace halls.
That sounds gruesome.
That's an awful story, Mimir.
That's awful.
Nothing like the ones Mother told me.
Let that be a lesson, my son. Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
So out of nowhere, Thor just kills this random guy with a rock for a head. Really? I mean, even at that point, even if he hadn't have heard him... I mean, even if he'd had heard him basically say, like, oh, I'm going to kill you all and take your women back to Jotunheim. Even then, that was no reason for him to just randomly kill some poor drunken bastard. Like, come on now. Thor sounds like an arsehole. Ah. Lore.
Another one here.
Oh, is this
This one's
Sutir?
called Surtur.
Yep,
Must be a
Sutir.
fire giant.
Aye.
He was responsible for
Makes a
literally
flaming sword.
destroying everything
of
in
legend.
Ragnarok.
He fights Thor and Odin.
Yep, he fights Thor and
Is
Odin.
that the past or the future?
That's the
may be a
thing. We
matter
don't
of
know if it's actually in the past or here, depending on which realm we're in, I believe. It is interesting though. Sutir was meant to be like the be-all and end-all god that would like come down and destroy everything during Ragnarok. Basically, he was meant to be like this giant that would come out of a volcano that would literally destroy everything. Such a good little story that about Sutir and all that. Yes, if you all want to know, we're actually in a new realm. We are in Muspelheim, which I believe is either the second or third realm or something like that. I can't quite remember. And there are 6 mystic gateways we can actually get around here. Alright, let's move on then, shall we? Yeah, so that's why I'm actually able to recall my axe, because as you can see, as I throw it, it gets stuck up there. And just like Thor with Mjolnir, his hammer, it only returns to those and can only be picked up by those worthy of it. Just like that, see? It means that I'm worthy. It's kind of what I like about the Marvel Universe with Chris Hemsworth's Thor, because there was a time when it wouldn't respond to him because he failed as, you know, a god, basically. So Mjolnir thought of him as not worthy of wielding him, basically. He tries recalling it, and then it comes back to him, and he thinks to himself, I'm still worthy. You know, that was such a great scene, basically, an absolutely awesome scene. So I like how they've actually incorporated that into this, being able to call back your axe, basically. It's really cool. Especially how it used to belong to our wife, and it now, like, sees us as worthy to wield it, basically. I absolutely love how you can just fling it and stuff. It flings off, and then boop, comes back. Zing, bong, bong, bong. Can I hit this bird? Hang on. Where are? Nope, I cannot. What about this one? Oh, I actually did! I killed it! Oh no, I just killed the seagull! Whoopsie! That's really fun. Wait, what about this one? Over to... Oh, yeah. Oh, I wish I could control it in midair. That would be so cool.
Mimir, is there a story for the giant with the flaming sword?
Stuart the Brave.
Certainly.
Of course. We've spoken so much of frost giants. It's about time we instead met the most fiery giant of all. Back when Ymir first emerged from Ginnungagap, it was Stuart who followed next. He came from Muspelheim, the fire realm, bringing heat to the young cosmos, conjuring the sun from his primordial flame.
We were just there.
Let's come back to that flaming sword, shall we? Stuart the Brave forged his sword of flame for one purpose alone: to burn down Asgard when Ragnarok comes at last. His destiny is to fall at the hands of Thor and Odin, but in so doing, strike the blow that leaves their realm in ash and ruin. From that destruction, the world can be born anew. Until then, alone he waits in Muspelheim, never sleeping, ever honing his...
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. Ahem. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son, but young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son, but in his emotional state soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Interesting story. I really like stories like that.
All right, let's say
Of
we
shame
finish
and
that
regret.
story. Stuart the Brave and his sword of flame.
Go on.
Fated to burn down Asgard come Ragnarok. Brave, generous Stuart, who knows he lives but to his doom. All because he chooses to serve a grand cycle so much bigger than himself. To truly embrace your purpose and the patience and sacrifice it demands is to ensure your day will come.
You think we'll be there when that day comes?
I've seen enough of war between the gods, but you, little brother, who can say?
Who knows? You might actually be a very integral role in Ragnarok. But that's for another day.
Thor killed him.
Oh yeah.
He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. But truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
I always appreciate a gentleman's beard. This is where he comes alive and just fucks us up.
How are we getting down there?
I don't fucking know.
Wow,
How
that
you
was
been?
something at the fight. Here, catch. Well, that was a waste
Nice.
of perfectly good
How
apple.
were you not seen? There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
What, being
Being
short?
invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it
Ah,
sees nothing at all.
so it's like the fourth
That's
dimension.
how we avoid ever having to actually use the weapons we craft. It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're getting enough to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me? Was there meat on his breath?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You let him touch this again.
Might have done.
Come on, then.
So that's how Brock was in the temple right after the water drop. He stepped between realms.
Okay, now shush. I need complete silence for this.
Hit it once.
There you go.
What does the does it just like add one runic to it? I feel like that's all it does. I have no idea what that literally does whatsoever.
What speaks to you?
My conscience? Ugh. Oh shit, smart ass. Here we go.
This plan seems ill-advised.
Here we go.
Jump!
That didn't work. It only fell little ways.
Maybe there's something inside we can use to help us move it. Well, I think this is right, isn't it? Or are they facing the wrong way? Hang on. Winter. Spring. Summer. Oh, alright.
Write it.
House! Suma! Box! Veteran!
There we go. It was facing the wrong way. Okay.
Atreus, that word.
Thola. It means
Endure.
Try it.
Thola.
Like all seasons, they endure the harshness of every season. Very well done, boy.
Write it again.
Thola. Horizon! The energy's lifting the platform!
Keep writing.
Thola. Thola. Thola.
Head, how is this possible?
My guess? Temporal magic. Dangerous stuff the High Vanir gods used to play around with. The ability to freeze time. Happened to be a favourite of Njord himself, in fact.
Used to. Why did they stop?
Well, turns out stopping time keeps the sun and moon from streaking across the sky. Unfortunately, it does not stop the wolves that chase them, always looking to sink their teeth in. After that, they decided it was best to leave time alone.
I can't get to the ball!
Wow. Destroyed them. Okay. God damn. Oh. Let them die. Just like how I soccer kicked them.
It's clear!
Back to writing, before the floor collapses.
That'll do.
Jump!
Quick boy, jump! Oh, That was too close for Carl.
You did well,
He did very
the
well.
boy.
Just having a little fun, you big grump.
You both did well. Even though you're just a lump of the head. Ay, ay, ay. Whew. Damn, literally, I felt like my own heart was about to drop just from being in that situation. Damn. Alright, we're at the top of the hammer now. Question is,
There
we're
it
gonna
is.
push it over.
How are we going to get it free?
A push.
But-
Trust me.
Trust me. Your daddy's got the strength to do this, don't worry.
Ready. Dig in and push with everything.
Yes, sir.
Atreus is gonna help me. Bless him. For all I know, Atreus might actually be quite a strong boy, so you never know. I'll do.
How do we get down?
We jump.
We ride it.
Come.
Yep. Hold on, boy.
Panic.
Why would I panic?
Because of that.
I have you.
Oh. Oh god, we better not get crushed. Move, move!
You're cracked, you know that?
Shut up.
Well. Good. We should keep moving.
Yeah. Especially before this fucking hammer falls on top of us. Oh.
The chisel tip.
Give the man credit. He has a talent for destroying things.
Remember that head.
Never
Indeed.
leaves my mind.
Those men. What do you know of them?
First, they're not men, they're gods. Well, demigods. Anyway, let's see. Thor's their dad, different moms, sordid story that one. Baldur's their uncle, Odin, dear old grandpa. Oh, and a sister named...
Weapons. How do they fight?
Oh, of course. Magni's strong. Really strong. Carries a huge sword hardened by cyclonic thunder. And Modi? Ugh. I'd sooner lick a rat than shake that dung heap's hand. His mace and shields are just a cheap knockoff of my elegant work on their dad's hammer. Best to follow my lead and avoid, but who am I talking to?
So one uses thunder, one uses a shield.
So, I heard you and Brock are kind of famous.
Well, you're half right. Whatever did you hear?
That you made Thor's hammer.
Oh, yes, we did do that. Mjolnir put us on the map. It was a legendary run. Gods and kings knew our brand. We really did make quite a team.
So what happened?
Oh, well, that's a long story. Things happened that made it difficult to find that certain spark, you know? Inspiration is a fickle mistress.
Huh?
Oh, enough distractions. You see the mess I have to clean up around here?
I wonder if we can get them to actually make the Blades of Chaos again for us. That'd be really cool.
Hurry, brother. We may get a piece of the chisel and be gone before they even notice.
Never mind.
Yeah. Boy,
We just tossed the troll around like it was nothing.
Surrender. The All-Father demands it.
no.
Go suck my wee wee.
Good. This fight is mine, boy. Go.
And where do you think you're going? Oh no, brother. The little freak's got a bow. What are we gonna do?
I'll take the big one.
Small one's yours, brother. Don't tell me what to do, brother.
Whoa. You ain't taking anything, you little shit.
I can't remember the last time. Who's in charge? An old man and this stillborn.
He's got an arrow in his head. He's so little compared to him. Shut up.
You mean to oppose the boss of
I like that. What? Great, I'm
Stay behind me,
blind.
boy. Why do you hunt us? What does Odin want?
Oh no, don't care. Come here, half-breed. You done that is hand.
Shut up! Don't call me that!
Get off my boy. Motherfuckers. Oh, get off!
Can't believe you've lasted this long. Those skinny belongs barely.
I said shut up!
Stay focused, boy. Calm down.
Behind you!
Get off!
Looks like they need another lesson.
I feel like I should focus the weaker one first. Never mind, the fatso's just in the way.
I got the I want that.
He kind of looks like Bjorn Ironside from the Viking series, doesn't he? A little bit like him. You know, Ragnarok's son. Not Ragnarok. Ragnar Lothbrok's son. Oh. Shit. Get off my boy, you fucking bitch!
Shut it out. Focus.
His head. Oh. Shit. My boy. Stay.
Don't talk about my mother!
Don't talk about my mommy.
Listen to him, lad. He's trying to rile you up.
Ugh. These fuckers. Trying to get at my boy.
The sons of Thor are welcome to try.
Head.
Sorry, overstepped, yeah?
I like how Atreus is actually fighting back with me using his bows.
I see them!
Did he just toss him at me? What the fuck?
Stop it!
Boy. Stay focused.
Get some health.
Shut up, you bastard!
Atreus.
Calm yourself, Atreus. You're certainly not as powerful as your uncle, I'll tell you that much. Oh my god, Atreus, stop! Oh yeah! If I were you, I'd run.
You have
Now.
no idea. You son of a bitch!
Sickness is getting to you again, Atreus. You need to calm yourself.
Sickness. Fever has returned.
No! It hasn't.
Roy,
They're coughing for blood. The boy's sick, he needs Freya.
No!
steady.
I'll be alright.
There you go, lad.
I'm fine, see?
We should keep an eye on him.
Well, you've got your eye. Iron infused metal used by the Kin of Four, used to upgrade pommels with shock damage. Oh, okay. Frozen Flame, legendary and impossible material that houses the rage of fire. A temper of ice generated through mighty battles, used to upgrade the Leviathan axe. Cool! I can upgrade my axe now again. That was a very fun fight. That was an actual fun fight. I really enjoyed the tag team that me and Atreus did there to actually take these two out. Shows how far Atreus has come, really. Bless him.